Let's get on to King's birthday eve at the MCG. I love it when Carlton come up against Essendon. There's always some fireworks there. The Blues coming off the bye and the Bombers coming off that really plucky loss against Brisbane, where it was Nate Caddy who absolutely set tongues wagging. And of course, this draws a comparison this week, Josh, when it comes to Blues superstar Charlie Curnow. I mean, you can see why the comparison is there. Not just the prowess around goal, but the spunk, the way they carry themselves, and also the tank. Nate Caddy certainly has that, like Charlie Curnow.
Well, Sarah, we've been hearing this comparison since his draft year, even earlier as a bottom major when he really did burst onto the scene for recruiters. They were taking two picks apart in their respective drafts. Nate Caddy at pick 10, Charlie Curnow at pick 12, and if you look at their starts to their AFL careers, they're pretty similar. I reckon last Thursday night was the best two-goal game we've seen so far this year. It was so exciting what he did, and as you touched on, it was the swagger. It was the way he carried himself, and that's what key forwards have done for 150 years, Chad. The best ones have that aura, and Nate Caddy certainly has that, and a deep trick bag, as we saw there.
Yeah, exactly right. And what I love about him, he doesn't have as much pressure as he does as Curnow, because, you know, Curnow had the franchise on his shoulder at one point, getting the Coleman and, you know, being a superstar that he is. So he's an absolute freak. But like I said, promising signs for a kid that's obviously been high in the draft, and now it's getting his time to shine.
And look at Charlie there. He's so young because, of course, this was in his first 21 games. But it is exciting to see the ceiling for Nate Caddy because he's still in the infancy of his career. And last week against Brisbane as well, he was essentially the key forward at times and absolutely dominating. So it is something to salivate about, Josh, when you think Curnow at one end, Caddy at the other.
I know, I can't wait. He's up to 14 goals already this year, 6 games with multiple goal performances, 3 against Sydney. And if you look at Curnow's second year, he kicked 20 in that year. So I think we'll see Caddy go past him. Curnow kicked 34 in his third season when he really did start to explode before all the knee issues in the early stages of his career. But Nate Caddy, he's a reason to go watch the footy, and he's a reason to go on Sunday night.